Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is a love romantic relationship reading for you, Virgo. This is for you guys. I'm doing this reading as a special or bonus reading for you guys. There's gonna be a lot of movement under your chart. Leo went to Virgo August 18, and then Venus is going to Virgo August 21st. And I think by the end of August to first week of September, Mercury will go direct to Virgo. So there's a lot of movement under your chart. So this is the reason why I really want to capture and do this bonus reading for you guys, because I'm very sure it's gonna make an impact to your love, romantic relationship, dating, incoming messages, incoming situation, and reading is is really gonna helpful on how do we deal with this incoming energy with us. All right, so I have already shuffle the card, pre-pick the card for you, and this is your reading. This is your spread. This is the second time actually, so something went wrong to the line, and I don't want to repeat I don't want to redo it because I felt like there's a strong message in here. Okay, so let's start off with the Six of Pentacles, Virgo, which is an upright position, and the Page of Swords in reverse. One of the strongest vibe I'm getting in here, Virgo, is that you're being advised to in the next 2 weeks keep, like, when you process, receive, reply, response, make an action, make a reaction, even the way you have motion in terms of your gesture, be cautious, or like take time to process it, because I felt like in the next 2 weeks there is a lot of there's a lot of activity, a lot of positive and positive activity, and a bit of active situation during this period that you might be provoked to reply, or because it's a bit overwhelming, you might have an overwhelming response to a very simple simple thing that you can deal with. But because it's the thing that I vibe with the next 2 weeks, Virgo, is that if you don't activate the Six of Pentacles energy, it will either stress you or it will overwhelm you. All right, that's why the beginning card, Six of Pentacles, in here, I'm really getting you are advised to process. All right, if someone is triggering you to pick a fight, if someone is triggering you to lose your patience, activate the Six of Pentacles, apply balance, give and take. If you felt like that person, or it could be you, has said that, had made the decision emotionally, let that thought, let that thing sit through before you overreact, before you react. If you are receiving something that is wonderful, good news, great news, don't get overwhelmed. Ground, any information, any details, conversation, especially if it's related to romantic, dating, or getting to know, ground that person, ground the communication, reaction, conversation. When I say ground, it means find balance. All right, it's for some of you, it's gonna be an exciting move. All right, movement. So find your balance. All right, don't react too hasty. For some of you, I'm also getting like for some of you, it's gonna be extreme happiness, like it's last minute thrill, last minute date, excitement. So always apply balance in the next 2 weeks, because I felt like the energy is up and down. Some of you would be over the moon, the next day would be down. So find balance. Don't be overly attached to a high expectation, and don't be overly or don't be so depressed or down just because someone didn't reply. So Six of Pentacles, activate that in the next 2 weeks. You find balance. All right, and Page of Swords, which means that let things, like, process information properly. Even though it's a criticism, even though it's a bit negative, and even though the situation is coming through negative, or reaction coming through negative, process it one by one before you overreact, before you react. Because I felt like the key to this next 2 weeks movement, or getting the good result, favorable result for you, Virgo, is that balance. All right. Six of Pentacles speaks about when they reply to you, take a moment to enjoy that reply and then response. It's give and take. All right. So always find balance. Put the Six of Pentacles energy, the balance, at the very heart of your being in the next 2 weeks. All right. Even though if it's challenging, find balance. Step back. If it's overwhelming, don't jump into a final decision, or don't be over the moon. Ground your energy and be humble, something like that. All right. The next card is the Four of Cups. So in the next 2 weeks, apart from having a very hyperactive activity, I'm really getting a very up and down energy towards you, Virgo. So it's really important to maintain a consistency, balance, grounded, very calm, processing information, reaction, conversation one at a time, slowly, surely. All right. Slowly, surely. That's what I'm getting in here. Four of Cups. So this is a result of, there would be people, situation that will judge you. There would be people, situation in terms of love romantic, where they would actually point the finger on you and say it's your fault. There would be people, situation, messages, conversation that will make you feel down. All right. Now, if you felt like this person made this reaction in an assumption that isn't right, before you reply emotionally, it's like if they give you this emotional response, if they give you something emotional or out of control reply, or emotional kind of thing, then the best thing to do is hold whatever you're about to fire into them, because it's, if someone shoot you fire, you're going to shoot them fire as well. It's not gonna work. All right. So ground the energy, even though sometimes it will be painful, it will be hurtful, it's gonna be annoying, it's gonna test your patience. All right. In the next 2 weeks, it will test your patience, and it will also give you extreme excitement, extreme emotions that you might feel, that if you don't control it properly, it might erupt, it might disappear. It's like one night big time kind of result. Like today, you're over the moon with each other, but because you spend all the love and attention and reaction today, there's no more thing, there's nothing left to give tomorrow. And that's why I'm advising you, Six of Pentacles, keep them keen. If the conversation today is going well, don't push too much. Save something for the next day for you guys to discuss. All right. So very, very balanced. One step at a time. If it's challenging, if you can be patient, not to reply. If someone is challenging you, Four of Cups. This is reconsideration, because I felt like there's a lot of incoming situation for you, Virgo. Some of it is exciting, some of it is challenging. Those challenging, these are the ones that I'm advising to you, Virgo, that you need to take time to process it, take time to reply. Don't attach emotional angry or hurt or pain or annoyance, because I felt like some of you will be triggered to reply. No, make sure that it's healthy. Make sure that even though it's incorrect, the judgment, the statement, take time, or give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours or a day before you reply. Because I felt like once this incorrect information or this accusation or this judgment is thrown out towards you, Virgo, and you've kind of kept it there, and you did not, you have contained it, you have controlled it, in the sense that you weren't affected by it, like you just look at the details like this, and no, that's not true. I'm not gonna reply, I'm not gonna stoop down, I'm just gonna let you eat what you said, and it will work. because I felt like they would withdraw. If you don't let this person, get into you, the next day they would coming like a Four of Cups, reconsideration to say sorry. I take back what I say. So this is, this is the collective vibe I'm getting for you, Virgo, in the next 2 weeks, is that there's gonna be exciting news. Don't get overwhelmed. There's gonna be challenging news. Don't let them get into you. In fact, one of the best strategy, Virgo, in the next 2 weeks is silence. Minimal words but meaningful. Few words but meaningful. All right, quality over quantity, balance. All right, don't pour everything out in a day, and then the next day you don't have anything to talk about. All right, because if you maintain this balance and whatever statement I said in the last 2 to 3 minutes, your final card is the Six of Wands. All right, which is victory, which is going out in the crowd, happy, jolly. Your friends support you. They are with you. They're proud of you. They're loyal with you, in and out. Because, the Six of Wands, this is victory. It's celebrating you and this person. It's something coming out in social media. It's something proud that people can share it to the world. All right? This is winning the battle as well. So this is really, really good. So keep the balance. All right? Now, I would like to be specific. What is the Six of Pentacles energy, please, in terms of incoming communication, reconnection, dating, or getting to know for Virgo? Six of Pentacles. For some of you, there's going to be a decision making that's about to happen. That decision making, it could be coming from you, Virgo, or from the person that you're dealing with in the next 2 weeks. So the highlight of that decision making is to find balance. You are going to decide, or they're going to decide, and it's really finding balance, when to deliver, when to say, because they made up their mind, but how they deliver it in terms of the emotional maturity, it isn't ready yet. All right, they're really, the surface, you've got a Six of Pentacles, meaning to say, I have the right resources, I have the right resources, I have the time, I'm finding time, but I really want to make sure that the decision I'm making towards Virgo, or it could be you, Virgo, this could be your energy. I want to make sure that the decision making, the feelings and the decision making I'm doing for Virgo, or vice versa, that this is the right feelings. All right, there is a vibe in the Six of Pentacles where someone, it could be you, it could be you, Virgo, or it could be them. Someone is really wanting to validate the real feelings that you share, that you have, or one person to the other person. All right, there's a decision making that I want to validate what I really feel about you, and to do that is to find the right timing, the right balance to express these feelings. All right, I'm really getting a vibe, Virgo, that the feelings of you or this person, it's just within. All right, it's just boiling and it's coming up in the surface. And so this is a very delicate time, for some of you, Virgo. This 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of August, it's gonna be a make it or break it for you guys. So treat this 2 weeks as your, as something, a highlight of your year, to take advantage of the exciting opportunity and turn challenges into opportunity by being, again, Six of Pentacles, balance. And then to be specific, I'm picking up, yep, there's a decision making coming through. It could be you, it could be them. The emotional side of this person or you, it isn't fully mature, and someone needs to validate that. I felt like, in the next 2 weeks, it will be ready, but be cautious that it took them a while to come up with this plan, with this emotional maturity. So if there is a flaw, Virgo, instead of criticizing, you need to be appreciative. All right, don't focus on the mishaps or negativity. Focus that it was delivered. It's not going to be perfect, but find the harmony, the balance on that reaction, action, messages. All right, there's going to be a decision making. Now, let's go to the Page of Swords. What's the Page of Swords, please? Can you give us more details for the Page of Swords in reverse? Swords talk about information, Virgo. You've got the Leo card in here. King of Wands. Again, this is preparation. So, this card is saying, I'm preparing my emotional maturity towards Virgo, or Virgo towards to that person. Like, it's a sense check. Is my emotions correct? Then the next card, the 5 in here, is my logic, is my understanding of the way I feel, is it correct to translate it logically? Like, your emotions, you're finding the right logic and reasons to what you feel. Emotions and logic, you know. And yeah, being patient to yourself or this person is, you know, is taking the time and being patient and having the courage to really understand what is the right logic to interpret what they feel about you. Okay, because this is something big. All right, this is something big. For some of you, this is how many times they tried. For some of you, this is a returning person, or it could be you, Virgo. Like, for some of you, I'm picking up, I'm tired doing and doing and doing and trying and trying. So let's make it once and for all solid. All right, so being patient to understand the logic behind what someone feel. All right, so someone is validating what they feel towards you, or it could be you, Virgo, in the right logic or the right words to express how they feel about you. All right, King of Wands in reverse, and then the Emperor card is in reverse, because I felt like this person, they're working overtime. You know, it could be you, it could be them, but someone is working overtime to assess, to process. This is what I feel with Virgo, or this person is saying. This is for, it could be you, it could be them, Virgo, but they have this thought around them that this is my feelings to Virgo. All right, it's been an adventure. It's been a journey between me and Virgo. This is how I feel about Virgo. Now, I really want to understand how I feel about Virgo and translate it into a more logical and then physical and something, you know, something in the world that I could transfer to Virgo and make it tangible. Meaning to say, this is, I love you. This is what I feel about you. Let's be boyfriend or girlfriend, you know. So, and this is the two card means in here is that they're really working hard overtime to understand how they feel, all right, and how to express how they feel towards you. All right, it's really saying it's been overdue. You know, they've been, for some of you, you and this person, it's been quite a long time. You've kept these feelings in a certain point that it grew, but you never translate this into logic. Like, you keep communicating, you keep seeing each other, but you've never really talked about the actual feeling in a logical space. Like, let's put some order in what you and feel. Are we just friends? Do you like me? Do you like me just girlfriend? Do you just like me as casual? Something like that. Because not all of us, some of us, we like a person, but it doesn't mean that we want this person to be our girlfriend or a boyfriend. And this is what I'm picking up in these three cards, is that this person or you is working overtime to understand their feelings. Is my feelings strong enough to propose to Virgo that I love you, I like you, I want you to be my boyfriend or girlfriend? Or is it just something that I feel today and the next day it's gone? All right, so this is what I'm picking up in here. So they're working really overtime to understand their feelings and to translate it into a more reality or logical. They're finding logic to express, to find out what is this thing. Let me define, let me validate. Four of Cups, reconsideration. Again, this is something that's not gonna go away. You know, it's they feel something, you feel something, and because this is important, or you or this person feels important. So Four of Cups, this is, you keep on reviewing stuff, you know, you keep coming back, reviewing stuff and validating. And for some of you, it's not a promise, but it's more of not a promise, not a word compromise, but it's more of making sure, like, you're reconsidering, reviewing that this is this is my thoughts, this is how I feel, does it match, you know, before I can offer it. Let me pull another card for, what's the Four of Cups, please, for Virgo. Please give me a final outcome. Four of Cups for Virgo, along with the Six of Wands, please. Wow. Wow, Virgo. So this is letting out. You know, it's really opening up to the door. It's if if you follow the right process, Virgo, if you and this person follow the right process, the right timing, to go step by step, to, you know, validate your feelings. Once you really feel like this is it, then how do you word that out to that person? You know, like, I felt like if you follow this process of balance, interpreting what you feel, and then putting an explanation or a logic on what you feel, the clarifying cards for the Four of Cups and Six of Wands is that, you know, a person, they will not make the Knight of Swords in reverse, which means that this is a person that's gonna take it, you know, take it slowly. You know, the way this person, because they've learned, all right, you or this person, if you manage to keep this balance between the two of you, then the outcome is Knight of Swords in reverse, which means that less action, no action, or slow action, all right, delay action, which is kind of agreeing to what I say, because the next 2 weeks, it's gonna be an action pack for you. So when something is very fast, when something is very overwhelming or super hyperactive, you know, the best approach is to slow down. Like the Knight of Swords, you don't just go charging and say, I want to marry you. This is what the card means here. You don't just charge. You know, once you understand yourself, once you have defined it, once you have the logic, or this, you know, this person understand, have the right explanation or proposal, you know, they won't just blurt it out. They would have some sort of ceremony. Like it just comes freely. It comes naturally. You don't even have to ask. You don't have to force it, because it took them the proper time to process everything out, which is really, really cool. And that, you know, represent these two cards, you know, Nine of Wands in reverse. This is like breaking all the barrier. Like, I'm all out. I'm Nine of Wands. This is, you know, come inside. It's like they open the gate. It's unguarded. It's letting their guards, you know, they're letting their guards down, or you as well. This is agreeing to, let's not put any blockages between the two of us, because we did this. We went to, you know, it is a long journey. It is a long process. And as a result of not being clumsy, you know, that's the perfect word. Do not be clumsy in the next 2 weeks. Whether the next 2 weeks is giving you excitement, still do not be clumsy. Think it very carefully so that you could maintain, or you keep this momentum of excitement. If it's challenging, again, do not be clumsy. Think about what you reply. Think about the long-term effect of your communication and reaction, because there's gonna be a good outcome for you. Six of Wands. I feel like this is very advanced. A message for you, Virgo. Take advantage of this energy. All right. So Knight of Wands. This is, I'm all yours. Like, I'm breaking the barriers. I'm removing the blockages between the two of us, because, you know, we've been through the right process. I am now sure of what I feel about you and the logic behind what I feel about you. And here I am, you know, bearing everything that you need to know, you need to ask. It's like opening the curtains, opening their world towards you. Thank you, Spirit. And then the Hangman. So the Hangman is, I felt like this is the next adventure. It's the next chapter, you know. So after settling in, because I felt like this 3 cards is that once you and this person finally agree, finally find, because you're gonna reach a point where things are feeling stable, comfortable, and confident to each other. All right, this ending, if you keep it balanced, end of August to first week of September, there is gonna be a reaching point where you'd say, I'm confident he liked me or she likes me. I'm confident that it's gonna be good this time. It's gonna be solid, something like that. Something of a good result will take place, you know, for first week September. And the Hangman, this is, I felt like this is the next chapter of your life. All right, it's like the universe is saying, oops, I want you to stop there and review what you and this person been through, so that the next chapter of your life, the next chapter of your relationship communication or a level up thing, you would now learn this. This learning, you could bring this to the next chapter, because I'm really picking up the Six of Wands. You start off with Six of Pentacles and you end up with a Six of Wands. So the very main message in here, Virgo, balance. All right, balance in everything. Whether you are being you've been thrown some judgment or challenging, balance. If you are getting good result, exciting news, balance on response, balance. All right, some decision making is about to happen, could be from you, could be from them. Think of like, process it one by one properly. Enjoy every bits of details, like chew it properly. It's like when you eat the food, chew it properly so that you could taste each flavor, and then you would be able to interpret that this flavor, it's connected to how I feel about this person, and this means that if this is how I feel, this is how this person tastes towards me, then this person is something that I look forward to being a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, something like that. So there's validation for some of you, decision making, slow process but surely, and by end of August to first 2 weeks of September, I'm getting like, if you manage to be balanced, I'm getting like, the blockages, the barrier between the two of you, it's gonna melt. It's just gonna disappear, and you'd have to look forward for the next level, level up thing. All right, so very, very good, Virgo. This is a gift for you, so take advantage of this hyperactive moment in your next 2 weeks. So this is your reading. Thanks, Virgo, for tuning in. Thanks for being here. You're so awesome. Thank you for your support to me. All right, take care. Bye bye.